What is the one thing that you wish that you knew on day one?
Honesty. I'm just going to keep it honest. Fraternization with your clients, fraternizing. Because once you do that, they're not coming back to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Glennda's Guru. My name is Glennda Baker, and I am a real estate agent in Atlanta, Georgia. And today I am so happy to be joined by Lee Mintz out of LA, correct?
Yes, Beverly Hills, California.
I love it. I was looking at your address and it was like Rodeo Drive. Yeah. And I am literally thinking to myself, oh, my stars and stripes, like, I think I would have to sell real estate to support my shopping habit if my office was on Rodeo Drive. I love it. So Lee, for the people who don't know you, which I can't imagine who that is, but for the people who don't know you, give us a little intro into who you are and how long you've been in real estate and what is your market?
My name is Lee Mintz. I've been in real estate for 24 years. I'm aging myself. But I've been selling real estate for 24 years in Los Angeles. My dad was born and raised 15 minutes down the street from me. So we're natives. I was born overseas, but came right back here when I was 5 and got into real estate. It just fell in my lap. I wasn't interested in doing real estate. It fell in my lap. The story's funny, but I'll save that for another day. I sell houses to athletes and celebrities. 95% of my clients, 97% are male. I do basketball players and football players and soccer players. And this is my office. We've got this great jersey here, Jalen Ramsey.
Oh my gosh. Well, I just want you to know, if we were in another room, I could show you my jersey collection too.
Let's see it. I'd love to see it.
But it's over in my pool room. But I love it. I love it. So let me ask you a question, because I know everybody must ask you this. First off, you obviously started when you were 12, because I was literally looking at your Instagram. I jumped on here with you and I'm thinking to myself, do they seriously have to pair me with these young bucks all of the time? And when you tell me you've been in real estate 24 years, the only thing I can assume is that you started when you were 12.
Thank you. I look really good for my age, but
I love it. I love it. So I'm sure the question that everybody asks you is, how did you get into sports and entertainment real estate?
So I used to be a basketball housewife, but my ex didn't send me any clients. So I kind of shy off that. But I did. I was married to a basketball player and we lived overseas for years, most of our marriage. So I can relate to the wives, right? And when I tell them, hey, I used to be you, they get more comfortable. It started with one basketball player that was playing for the Nuggets, and I housed him, and then he referred his teammate to me. That teammate referred another teammate to me, and then the agents started calling me. Hey, you've housed a couple of my clients. I have other clients from different teams that would love housing. Can you be our go-to gal? And because I was available, I would pick up all the calls. I was a hustler when I was in my 20s. Like, I was on the go. And it just kind of started like that. It's all referral based. These athletes love to refer people. They're not just going to pick somebody out of a hat. They're going to say, hey, who do you use? And since then, I've been able to house the Lakers and the Chargers and the Clippers, most home teams, Dodgers and the Angels. The Clippers and the Lakers, it's the home teams. We have 4 teams here in LA, right?
Yeah. So praise the Lord and pass the sports. I mean, it's such a sports rich community. Yeah. So not only did you know how to talk the real estate lingo, but you really could empathize with the wife of the athlete that was really keeping the home fires burning, and probably and you're right, it's all referral based, it's all word of mouth. And once you kind of are in the pocket of one person, when you're dealing, I think when you're dealing with the celebrity, the athlete, trust is the most important thing. And the fact that you're not, spreading their business, they really want to keep that kind of close to the vest. And I'm sure that that is something that over your career, you have honed that skill and really built that trust in that community.
Oh, yeah. Because I'm seeing a lot of their dirt, right?
Yeah.
So I get crazy inquiries like, hey, my girlfriend is vandalizing my home. Can you come over and change the locks? No. Hey, I got this girl pregnant. Can you, steer the paparazzi out of my house? They found out where I live. I have crazy stories and inquiries and suggestions that my clients come to me with. And I'm kind of like, I'll take care of it. I'll handle it. And I do.
So it goes past just being a real estate agent. You really are the poster child for moving from service provider into relationship with your client.
I'm a one-stop shop. If they need anything, they come to me rather than calling other people. Hey, we need a car. We need a masseuse. We need a chef. We need security. We need bodyguards. We need concierge. Anything they need, they come to me and I'll take care of them. And that's where the trust comes in. And, call my go-to girl. She's been in LA for all her life. She's been housing me for 10 years. She'll take care of you. And I do. And my relationships and my business are all referral based. It really is all referral based.
That's wonderful. Now, how long have you been at Compass?
9 years. So I was working for a company and they got bought out and then Compass bought that company out. So I'm kind of like a transplant.
Wow. And you love it.
I love Compass. We've got a very young CEO. We're black and white here. We don't have red or blue in our logos or anything. It's very cutthroat, and the platform and all the resources that they offer. It's a younger company, and I like to think that I'm a younger agent. It was 25 years. So I need, the whole young energy.
That's great. I have a lot of friends that are at Compass. In fact, that reminds me, I think that Josh just moved over. Josh Black just moved over.
Yeah, in my office.
Oh, my stars and stripes. That's awesome. That's awesome. So tell me, so what are you working on? What are you most excited about right now in your business? What is it that gets you like all excited about real estate today?
So I have a team of women. I think you do as well.
I do. Women. I love it.
Yeah, I know. It's like, hey, okay, here we go. We have something in common. So I train younger agents, women, and I mold them into amazing agents like myself. I give them discipline, structure, right? It's very important, especially for the young generation that wants a career and wants to better themselves in their future, right? I give them structure and disciplines, and like accountability. A lot of people need accountability. And once they start getting these major escrows and I see them, thriving, I feel like I've done my job. So it's rewarding. I'm excited about that. I've also tapped into a lot of coaches. I'm housing a lot of coaches right now, selling their homes. They're transferring here. So I'm dealing with 5 coaches right now in the NFL, and that's pretty exciting. And now that I'm maturing from the players to the coaches now.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing about it is that, I mean, once you're in the locker room, I mean, top to bottom, head to toe, you have the ability. Yeah, it's such a trust factor, and that is.
I heard it last week. They said, "Hey, one of the coaches was talking about you, saying, hey, she's phenomenal." I did take them out last weekend, showed them 5 houses, and they picked one that day, and that was it. And the wife called me. She said, "Thank you for making this process so easy, so easy." That's what I try to do. Less pressure on them. Let me take the pressure on because they're too busy, either coaching or recruiting or traveling. Let me take the pressure on and get this a smooth transition for them.
Well, and you really take all of the friction out of the transaction. Oh, yeah. It sounds like to me, you literally are the person that greases the wheels for every single thing with their housing and everything that they would need to create a lifestyle in your city. And I think that, and especially in LA, it's so big and you can get lost and you don't know where to go. You don't know where to live. What area is going to work best for, this arena? What area is going to work best for, this stadium? So I think that that's so cool. So let me ask you a question. So Lee, 24 years, you've learned a lot. What is it? What is it? You know what? I think I said, introduce yourself, and then I went into something else because I was so excited. But wait one second. For those people who don't know you, we'll get to that. But let me ask you a question. 24 years you've been in real estate. You've learned a lot. What is the one thing that you wish that you knew on day one?
Honesty. I'm just going to keep it honest. Fraternization with your clients, fraternizing, because once you do that, they're not coming back to you.
Do you know, I think that's so true. That was not what I was expecting you to say, though. I was expecting you to give some, big real estate tip, go to charity events or something like that. But that is so huge. And you are so right. Once you cross that line, and again, word travels fast in our industry.
Yeah.
And especially among teammates and sports teams, that is that little tip right there, probably worth your weight in gold.
Yeah. I mean, I was in my early 20s when I started, right? I didn't know nothing. I just knew, wow, here's a basketball player that's number one draft pick, and I'm showing him this crazy house and he's hitting on me. And I'm like, hey, this is fun. But they don't come back to you.
Yeah.
And this is what I tell younger agents that are starting the business. I know they're asking you out. Don't do it. If you're going to go out with them, go for coffee, go for a lunch, but don't do dinner, because they will not call you they will not trust you. They will not call you. They won't refer you. And you've just lost a huge client. So that is something that I would tell my younger son.
Lee,
often.
No, but Lee, this is the thing. And I think, and myself as a young agent, I remember, I'm selling a big house here in Atlanta, and, the guy's hitting on me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Here's this guy, who's super duper rich, and he's buying this big house for me. And I did go out with him. And you're exactly right. He never bought anything else. He bought that one house and never bought anything else. And the lesson that I learned was that had I kept him as a client rather than trying to convert him to a boyfriend, I would have gotten way more money out of him as a client than I would have as a boyfriend.
Amen. That's right.
So, wow, that's amazing. So, Lee, you're big on social media. You've got a good following on Instagram, and how have you built that social media following? How have you kind of cultivated that?
So when I'm training my girls, I'm telling them, don't focus too much on social media and the fluff. Focus on the fold, right? Because when I started in real estate, we didn't have TikTok. We didn't have Instagram. What did we have? We had like MySpace or something, whatever, right? Something that I wouldn't even use, but we didn't have that. So I don't really concentrate on a lot on social media, but I do it every single day. I'm active because people want to see new homes, new listings. What are you doing? What are you not doing? Are you active? I've got 35,000 real estate agents in a 4-mile radius where I'm at, right? What's going to make me stand out from all these people? Constantly working and picking up my calls. I need people to call me and say, Lee? I'm like, yeah, this is Lee. Oh, I didn't expect for you to pick up. I thought you were just so busy. Well, I need to talk to my clients. One-on-one is huge for me. Social media is like number 2 for me, but I'm constantly on it every day, all the time, posting my lifestyle and what I do in real estate. And people are interested. People like the motivation. I motivate people. Like, get up, have a great productive day, make it count, and productive.
Well, and I really think that social media is the resume of 2024. So you're right. Don't be distracted by social media, but definitely your ability to post your achievements and the achievements of your clients and the achievements of your team. It really builds a living resume for your business. So I think that that's so critical. So Lee, if people are looking for you, how can they find you? Where do they find you? And Because anybody who has somebody that is going to LA, I know that they would love to find you and work with you. So how do we find you?
I'm very reachable. You can Google me and everything about me comes up. I've had the same phone number since 1998. I'm very reachable. I'm very approachable. I pick up my calls. I do have an assistant and I do have a team of girls that work on my team, but I pick up on my calls. I think relationships and being one-on-one with them is key. And it keeps that relationship rather than call my assistant. They want to talk to me. They want to.
It's true.
I'm the one they're calling. No, my assistant. So I pick up all my calls. My phone is on 24/7. I do have rappers, right, that are in the studio at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
4 o'clock in the morning this morning, I get a text. Hey, I want to see this house.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I need to set myself boundaries, but I don't. They're like, oh, you're awake. Yeah. Look, I'm single. I don't have kids. I don't even have a dog. So I don't have to wake up early and take them for a walk. This is my life. I love what I do. I've been doing this for a long time, and I hope to keep doing it. I'm expanding my my list of clientele.
I love it. I have a rapper that I worked with here in Atlanta, and it's like 1:21 a.m. and I get a text from him, and he has not been to the penthouse that I've sold him. He's been on tour and he's coming back to Atlanta, and he texts me, what numbers are my parking spaces and where are they? And I said, they're at the top of the ramp, spaces 1 and 2. And he sends me back a text. He goes, well, where's the thing to get into the garage? And I said, what car are you in? And he tells me he's in his BMW. And I said, I put him in the console of the BMW. Just lift up the console. It's right there. And so sure enough, and he goes, I use that to get into the building. I'm like, yep. And so he texts me back and I said, aren't you lucky that I don't sleep? And he goes, yeah, because if you did, it would be tragic.
Yeah.
But you're right. That's what they're looking, that clientele is not looking for a real estate agent. They're looking for somebody to be in relationship with.
That's right.
They're looking for somebody to remove the friction from the transaction and somebody that they can trust, somebody who's not just feeding them a line to get them to buy whatever, somebody who is a trusted advisor. And that certainly is what you are. So
absolutely.
I'm just honored that I had the chance to talk to you. The next time that I'm in LA, I think I'm going to be out there June 1st. The next time I'm in LA, I would love to steal you away and treat you for lunch and just say thank you so much for being on Glennda's Guru and being our guru of the day, Lee Mintz.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Look forward to meeting you in person.
I know I can tell you and we would have a lot of fun together.
Oh, yeah. We're together, but we're going to have a lot of fun
together. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Glennda's Guru. My name is Glennda Baker. I'm a real estate agent in Atlanta, Georgia. As I always say, send me a text, tag me in a post, give me a call. That's what I love the most, because I'd love the opportunity to talk real estate with you today. See ya.